The role of public defenders is oftentimes an undervalued role that is played within our legal system. They provide valuable constitutional rights to all people accused of crimes, regardless of one's ability to pay. It's not about being soft on crime. It's about whether or not we believe in our Constitution and the fact that everyone should have their fair day in court. And so her having that direct experience of standing beside a person and fighting on behalf of people who are farthest away from power and resources in our country is a very valuable perspective that she'll bring to the court. Overwhelmingly, you see people appointed to the federal judiciary and state and local courts are typically former prosecutors and not public defenders. So you have to ask yourself, why? Why is this role not valued, specifically in our legal system? And I think we have to have some very honest conversations about whether or not we value the people that they represent. We see it throughout our criminal legal system that communities of color are disproportionately impacted by sentencing, arrest, and prosecution. And I think it's important to note that not only do public defenders stand up in court every single day on behalf of those people who are charged with crimes who cannot afford counsel, but they also are able to shine a light on trends and systemic issues in our system. We have to be honest about the role that race plays in America and it plays in our society. So when we talk about the issue of race in the context of Judge Jackson's confirmation hearing, we should be talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion. We should be talking about the fact that 72% of Article 3 judges are white and only 12% are African American. And when we look at other racial and ethnic groups, the numbers are even lower. So we should talk about the importance to ensure that the courts that uphold our ideas and our rights every single day should reflect the communities from which we come from. And so the conversation about race is very relevant. Judge Jackson is bringing her full self, her full Black, female, former public defender, former Supreme Court clerk self to the court into this position. Her experience, her lived experience as a Black woman uniquely positions her to exercise and deliver justice in America. Judge Jackson is remarkably qualified to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. And unfortunately, while we should be celebrating her outstanding achievements, what we see rather is a critique of her credentials through a racially disparate lens. If we look at her qualifications compared to other nominees who have been placed on the Supreme Court, she is overly qualified for the position. And unfortunately, in America, there is not a full appreciation and understanding about the important role that public defenders play every day in court, day in and day out, fighting on behalf of people who oftentimes don't have a voice in our society.